I figured there's nothing here. Okay, let's just start it. Or it gets it. We take any longer. This magical girl is a bee. It was a dark and stormy Monday. Like any other day in autumn, the sky was overcast, but the students of middle school were unfazed by the gloom. Instead, the halls were unusually charged with electric excitement and spectacular anticipation.
And last, but certainly not least, today marks the first day of Halloween Spirit Week. Ooh. It's time to decorate your homeroom.
And they did not like that.
First place gets a prize. That's right. The first place class gets their own pumpkin pie and ice cream party.
Ew.
So,
Lost me a pumpkin pie. What the hell?
Everyone,
Gross.
if you want. More info online or, around. Yeah, keep an eye out for those Spirit Week posters, y'all. Happy spooky season, mascots!
I heard Mrs. Ramirez's class had something really good planned for their deco. Like guaranteed when good.
Yeah. They're just trying to intimidate us by spreading rumors.
Can I click on it? Hello?
Besides,
Oh.
remember last
Oh, it turned
year?
off auto.
Everyone said that one homeroom class had it in the bag. But then there was that fire.
Oh yeah, the 8-foot skeleton incident.
8-foot skeleton.
Exactly.
Kevin Durant?
Did they ever find out who let that skunk loose?
Slim Reaper?
I don't think so.
Well, the point is, who knows what'll happen this year?
I guess we do have a lot of talented
God.
people
Oh,
in
no.
the class, like...
Uh-oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, hey, Tabby!
Good morning, Tabby.
Tabby was not having a good morning. In fact, Tabby never had a good morning when she was at school. There were too many people looking at her. There was too many people looking her way, watching her every move, waiting for her to trip up so they could laugh at
They're
her.
always sneering at me. Like they think their little clicks are too good for me.
My motherfucking click,
Hey,
click,
Tabby.
click, click, click.
Like I'm less than them. Less than human.
Man, Tabby is so cool.
Yeah, the real aloof type, like a spy or a secret agent, or somebody who's undercover.
Pretty sure those are all the same thing.
I always want to ask her to hang out, but I'm like super intimidated.
Shit,
Did you say yes?
I would too. Got resty bitch face.
Just because we're in the same homeroom? Not a chance. Way too cool for us.
Tabby grew out of wanting friends fast. Endless bullying will do that to someone. She couldn't even imagine being that naive anymore. Tabby was fully aware that this was her identity, or her destiny, to be alone, unwanted, forcibly.
Excuse me. Need to get to my locker. Hello? You good?
Molten rage and mild embarrassment bubbled through Tabby as she stared into the face of her ultimate nemesis, Eden. Eden something or other. Last name didn't matter. It was how he treated her that made her seethe with frustration.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Always ready to tear me down at the first sign of weakness. I can see it in his eyes now. He's going to.
Listen, are you gonna move or do I have to move you?
I hit space, I'm afraid of doing it.
I don't wanna be
Oh, I
late to
can.
class.
Ooh, nice, okay.
Come on, let me through.
Was that a threat?
What?
Tabby slapped a hand. What? Tabby slapped a hand to her mouth. Oh, worrying that she had thrown herself into unnecessary danger. Who knew how bullies like Eden might react to being questioned? She looked around in vain at the crowd filing around, not seeing a single friendly
I
face.
can't trust any of these bystanders to stand up for me. If only there was a teacher around.
Is that the bell? I'm just gonna go for it. Excuse me.
Tabby watching her as Eden reached for her. Okay, she was afraid, but she's also I'm not gonna say it. She's also that though. Huh. Okay, I'm in my head. I feel like she's a bitch, but she's she's not. Because she was like looking around, she was scared. I'm gonna hesitate. Before she knew what was happening, Tabby's hand moved on a defensive instinct, but she just barely managed to stop herself before it made contact with Eden's face. In that moment, fear of being admonished somehow overruled her fear.
Come on, kids. Class is almost starting. Why are the two
teacher,
of you
what
still
the heck?
loitering around?
Tabby spun towards her homeroom teacher's voice in recognition, searching for his authoritative presence.
Mr. Teacher, did you see him?
I think I didn't fucking kick his ass, dude. Imagine I kick his ass and Mr. Teacher
Sorry,
sees.
Teach. Tabby just wouldn't move.
The hallway rapidly emptied out around them as any stragglers and witnesses fled to their respective classrooms.
I just need to get my books. Promise.
Is there a reason you can't move away from Eden's locker, Tabby?
Tabby gawked incredulously. Yeah, at her homeroom teacher, and then stepped off to the side, shaking her head
How
no.
can Mr. Teacher take the side of a known bully?
Honestly, she should have known. No one would be on her side, not even the ones in charge.
Since I'm on my way to class too, and I have the worst headache from moving pumpkins all morning across campus, I'll give you all a pass. You better be in your seats by the time I get there, but no running.
I want to see how long it takes. Hold on.
That includes you too, Caleb. I know you're just waiting for your friends, but don't let them make you late.
I feel like it's too slow. I might have to do it myself. For just a second, Tabby considered speaking up. Oh, bruh. Mr. Teacher didn't bother to linger all but jogging off to create the different group of students. Tabby stared sullenly at his back before walking briskly in the direction of her classroom.
All right, settle down, kids.
Oh shit, that's right, I took it off. Mr. Teacher attempted to rein his homeroom class in for the 5th time that morning. Just like every other year, the students were too excited about Halloween Spirit Week to pay attention. He decided to launch into his 3-part lesson on the history of Halloween enemies.
Halloween originated from the pagan festival Samhain, which marked the end of the harvest and the dwindling barrier between humans and the other world.
A portion of students fell for this well-rehearsed hook and began to quiet down.
It's easy to forget about all of that in the modern-day Halloween traditions, but if you take a closer look, you'll see that many have deeper historical roots. It's really quite fascinating stuff.
Trying to hit the spacebar like really quietly so you don't hear me like. Does it break the immersion? Even so, a handful of students continued to discuss their Halloween plans in hushed excitement.
I can't wait for you guys to see how awesome I made my costume for the Halloween party. The lady with the super freaky haunted house on my block helped me design it.
I still can't decide whether to be a zombie werewolf or a vampire ghost. Unless... Do you think I could be a zombie werewolf vampire ghost?
Zombie werewolf vampire ghost.
Oh, are we talking costumes? $20, my monster costume is the scariest.
Just I could just cut off. Like I feel like he was gonna say something else. How fitting for the bully to love terrifying people.
Your face already scares me.
Oh. The other kids nearby laughed in surprise too, which caught Mr. Teacher's attention.
Is something funny?
No way I'm gonna get in trouble
Tabby,
for that. Come on.
Do you
Get the
have
outta
something to
here.
share with the class?
Tabby felt her stomach. My bad. Oh my god, I'm drinking some Coke. Tabby felt her stomach drop as the whole class turned to stare at her. Of course, he felt his favorite student get away. Of course, he let his favorite student get away with talking during class, but not her. True, that is fucked up. Tabby tried to swallow the lump forming in her throat, but she just became more nervous by the second.
I think we're all just excited to dress up for Halloween. I know I can't wait to decorate homeroom.
This guy being so nice to me, bro. I'm trying to hate this guy.
That's
He's backing
but
me
I
up.
still have 30 more exciting slides about Halloween throughout the decades. It's really quite interesting. There's fascinating tie-ins with the Day of the Dead and the glorious gourds of harvest. I could wax poetic about it.
You already gave this presentation before.
Well, I did more research and now I have extra footnotes.
Dude, I've never had a teacher that's like this insecure, whatever. Like, I mean, I get it, right? It's just a work of fiction, but not one of my classes has I ever had a classroom go, ugh.
Oh, fine.
Like
I don't know how I was supposed to have a normal class this week anyway.
you would shut up and pay attention no matter what.
Why don't we put a twist on it by giving historical context to our proposed decorations?
What, reenact the Salem witch trials?
That's a cool idea. We could pretend to burn you.
What? He totally just threatened me in front of the class! Surely Mr. Teacher won't let that slide!
Yeah, Tabby would be such a good witch.
Who said that? Who said
I don't know if the school board would approve of that.
He's just going to brush it off?
All right, kids. I'll start dividing the class decoration types into groups and share a mini lesson about each of them. So, listen up. For instance, why do you think pumpkins became associated with Halloween? There's something else that's happening around the same time? If you want to take care of the jack-o'-lanterns, try and answer.
Eager hands shot up in the air. Mr. Teacher picked out one of them.
Because it's harvest season?
Ding, 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 ding! You got it! Harvest season is decorative gourd season, folks. Carving pumpkins was a tradition before Halloween. But the term jack-o'-lantern started with Stingy Jack, an Irish legend that will give you the heebie-jeebies.
Is that the shift from? I mean, this is old. This is like an older cartoon nowadays. But is that a Billy and Mandy reference to that the pumpkin guy? Tabby tuned in the rest of the lecture. Oh, Tabby tuned the rest of the lecture out, only listening to what themed decoration was being offered next. Mr. Teacher droned on and on and on and on and on until finally.
Why do you think Halloween was associated with death? Whoever gets this one gets to be in charge of making all of our skulls and skeletons.
Tabby was never a class participant kind of girl, but now her hands were fully up in the air. Mr. Teacher looked at Tabby, eyebrow raised in acknowledgement. By some miracle, she could see name forming in his
Probably
lips.
because winter is coming, right? Back then, lots of people died in the winter.
Damn, motherfucker just... Damn, I just shouted that. Damn, this fool fucking just stole my answer, bro. What the hell?
Winters 2,000 years ago meant
Tabby seed from the injustice of it all.
How could they do this to me?
Tabby was the one with the special connection with skeletons, but every single year Well, only last year, but last year Eden swept in and snatched what she wanted, what she deserved.
Hey! I had my hand up. He interrupted.
Mr. Teacher looked at Tabby, taken aback as if he forgot she even existed.
Well, you can answer the next question.
Tabby gritted her teeth. She really didn't want to let this go, but everyone was staring and her stupid cheeks were getting redder and redder.
It's stupid! It's not fair!
Even as Tabby clapped a hand to her mouth at her outburst, Mr. Teacher raised an eyebrow in judgment. The angry part of Tabby wished she could smack the disapproving expressions off his face, but her frustration withered away as she crumbled into fear, heart sinking.
I'll always be the first to get picked on, and the last pick for everything else.
How about you let me continue the lesson and the two of you can work together? This is Spirit Week, and I really don't want to give any detentions for disrupting class.
Give me detention for that.
Sounds cool. I'm sure Tabby will come up with something really freaky. You know, given how into this stuff she is.
Oh yeah, totally. She's the type to freak people out. It's awesome.
Too bad Tabby works alone.
Like Batman. Ooh, or the Joker.
A Batman reference? Ethan grinned at Tabby. Tabby felt a horrified shiver run down her spine as she braced herself for what was to come. But what was
She looks
coming?
like him too, if you turned his smile upside down.
The other students tittered. Never heard that word, tittered. In typical middle school fashion.
Hey, for real, Tabby would be the best villain.
They're laughing at me now. They're all laughing at me because of him.
We're all gonna laugh at
Settle
you.
down, class. And that's not nice, Eden.
Oh, you got called out, bitch.
Only joking. Tabby got me good earlier too. That's just how we do, right, Tabs?
Tabs. Brother, we ain't homies like that. Get the fuck out of here. Tabby fixed him with the best death stare.
Classic Tabby.
Well, Tabby, if you want, you can work with Eden and...
I am not working with Eden.
There's still a couple of other decorations up for grabs.
You scowled at Mr.
You
Teacher.
still picking Eden over me? Why? Why do they all love him so much? What do they see in a bully like him?
The class moved on, but Tabby just sat there reliving the feeling of everyone laughing at her. Soon all the decorations were assigned and this class split off into their working groups. Ah, look, the classroom changed. Whoa, 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 whoa. As a reward for their hard work, Mr. Teacher handed out a spooky sticker, spouting Halloween facts all the while. But of course, he skipped over Tabby entirely.
Hey, how come
Ooh.
Tabby isn't helping?
Psst. Tabby, do you want to join my group?
Nothing?
It's not too late to team up if you want to do skeletons.
I mean, all the skeletons are done. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I know it's just hate this guy, right? I mean, Stu has done nothing wrong to us, I'll be honest. Taunton sounds pretty chill. I feel like just Eden. They were clearly taunting her, no point in staying around for a bunch of bullies. Tabby started packing up her bag, watching the clock anxiously so he could be the first one out of the class when the bell rang.
I really think you should have been the one to do skeletons.
Thank you, man.
We can talk to Mr. Teacher together if you like.
Tabby's mind struggled to make sense of what was
Wait.
happening.
Is he talking to me? What was his name again?
He had never spoken to this popular kid before, much less him approaching her in
He's
general.
not making fun of me, is he?
Listen, you're not the only one Eden's burned before.
Callum, no. Listen. You're not the only one Eden's burned before.
Together, we can finally knock him down a peg.
This isn't a trick, is it?
I am Caleb,
Oh, Caleb.
and this is no trick.
Caleb,
stand by your
no. Caleb patted Tabby on the shoulder and she recoiled, almost hissing at him. Personal space, please. And then, oddly enough, Tabby felt a tingle on her shoulder where he had touched her, like butterflies were dancing on her skin. Gross. She wasn't developing a crust, was she? Caleb gave her a small
So what do
smile.
you say? Shall we tackle this together?
Did he just give me the Orochimaru curse scar? What the fuck? Wasn't that what she had always wanted? To have someone see her? Someone see her, really see her as a person worth talking to? Now here was someone who was ready to back her up at last.
We can stay behind after class then.
Perfect. I'll get Eden to stick around and we can tell Mr. Teacher what happened.
What? No! Just the two of us. I don't want him around.
We can make it if
No.
we try.
Tabby, trust me, he needs to be there.
No! He'll just ruin everything by charming Mr. Teacher, like always. I'm not going if Eden is.
Tabby crossed her arms.
Alright, as you wish.
Caleb instilled, I already forgot what his name is, Caleb? Instilled his head at Tabby in thoughtful agreement. I kind of want to just call him Kal-El. As the rest of the students continued to work on bringing the Halloween spirit to life, Tabby bounced in her seat, almost vibrating in place with a sudden energy. Damn, she's not doing anything? I mean, I'm not doing anything? Me? She barely heard Mr. Teacher announce to the class that time to clean up. Not long after the bell rang. The other students shuffled out the door until only Caleb and Tabby left. Tabby turned a critical gaze towards Mr. Teacher and prepared herself to approach. Alright, you better not crack. I better not crack. Mr. Teacher hummed to himself, trying to ignore the grouchy elephant in the room. He reminded himself that he became a teacher because he wanted to inspire the next generation. He generally cared. Hold on. Ugh. Excuse me, that's a burp. The Coke is coming out. He generally cared about his lessons and wanted everyone to enjoy his classes. But for reasons out of his control, kids could be. Oh shit. So, damn, okay. There were kids who turned his lessons out. There was kids who tuned his lessons out. Kids who rolled their eyes at everything he said. Even kids who managed to scold at him for a full hour. Hold on. There's a dog barking outside. Hold on, I'm gonna close my window. Hold on, chat. Alright, I'm back. Even kids who managed to scowl at him for a full hour. Kids like Tabitha Jones. That's my full name. Tabitha. Oh, I said Jones. Tabitha Bones. Her expressions had been so disarming, so spooky that he had been too nervous to even go near her. Damn, even the teacher scared of me? That's crazy. Now she was standing in front of the desk with her arms crossed and equally wicked scowl and an equally wicked scowl on her face. What reason did she have to glower at him? If anything, the horror stories from the other teachers were to be believed. Rumor had it last Halloween, a girl with a permanent gloomy demeanor had attempted to bring butcher bones in as decorations. So while the girl, dude, I am shaking furiously, goddamn. While the girl in question didn't have any bones on hand now, Mr. Teacher willed himself to be brave. He cleared his throat once, twice.
Tabby, can I help you?
Yeah, why does he sound like that now? Tabby took a deep breath, sensing the reservations Mr. Teacher had towards her. She was glad Kalem was with her.
I don't think you should let Eden decorate skeletons instead of me.
Honestly, true. I raised my hand. As a student, I raised my motherfucking hand, and this motherfucker just spouted out. That's not fair. I'll say that for sure. For sure, Tabby has a reason. Mrs. Teacher stared at her in an instant silence. Tabby sped onwards, afraid to lose her courage.
He's clearly a bully.
Oh my
If you
god.
side with him, you're a bad teacher.
Never mind, she lost it. Oh, she lost it. Mr. Teacher furrowed his brow lip, trembling ever so slightly. Ouch. He was served by Tabby's word more than either of them probably expected. She could probably sniff out his people's pleasing tendencies, but he could just as easily put those away, especially to call out the students who had stepped out of line.
Look, I'm not sure why you wouldn't let Eden get to his locker.
Oh, he's bringing that up? Come on, brother.
Or why you said he was scary looking. Yes, I heard what you said.
Tabby glared at him, readying herself for an accusation. Mrs. Teacher braced himself against his desk, trying to remain calm at the obvious hatred beaming towards him.
I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but I'm going to call Eden here and we can resolve this once and for all.
No,
But
I don't want to be near him. I want you to listen.
okay, it's good. Okay, Tabby, you sent out the wrong point. You were supposed to say, I had my hand raised, he didn't, he shouted the answer, took it from me. That's not fair. Bam. Easy as pie.
Caleb agrees with me too.
Tabby gestured at the spot next to her, only to be met with an empty space. This motherfucker left me. You son of a... This motherfucker left me. Mr. Teacher's frown deepened and he flexed his fingers at agitation. What kind of bluff was she trying to pull? There were no other students left. This motherfucker left me. What the fuck? This guy left me. What a bitch.
I'm sure we can resolve this right now.
Fuck Kal-El. Mr. Teacher got up from his desk, glad to be out of range of Tabby's burning gauge. He poked his head out of the classroom, hoping Eden hadn't wandered off already. Luckily, the boy was still close by, chatting with a familiar green-haired student. Oh, this... okay. Mr. Teacher felt vindicated at seeing Kalem out in the hallway. Clearly, Tabby had been mistaken.
Eden, could you step inside for a moment?
Eden raised his eyebrows, but didn't hesitate to re-enter the room.
What's this about?
No!
Use your words, Tabby.
Tabby exhaled loudly. From the outside, she appeared to be flaring her nostrils in deep frustration. I mean, I would too, man. What the hell?
You took the decorations I wanted. Again!
Eden shrugged.
No biggie. Let's do it together after class.
No, I want to do it by myself.
No biggie. Yes, biggie. You always get what you want.
Biggie, biggie, biggie.
Huh? Like when?
Can't you see?
You get away with everything. Like that time you put gum in my hair and I had to cut off my pigtails.
Damn, you did that shit?
When did I do that? I haven't even chewed gum since the 3rd grade. Oh, wait. Oh. That was you? I totally forgot.
Damn, I didn't forget though. Damn, I gotta calm down. I need to calm down, bro. Okay.
That's it? Do you have any idea how long it took to grow it back?
Is that why I have my hair so long? Is that the lore? Is that why it's that this long?
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's not funny. And Caleb agrees.
Caleb, I
Caleb?
remember that Caleb.
What's Caleb got to do with this?
Mr. Teacher pinched the bridge of his nose, feeling an uncomfortable tingling in his brow like a headache was settling in. Or worse, a migraine. Children, am I right? Got achievement for that. Children were always so noisy. I just feel like this guy doesn't have a fucking headache from pumpkin. This motherfucker probably got wasted like the day before. He hoped that they would settle down as soon. Not that they ever did. Never fast enough. Never listened to the plate. Never listened to his pleas to be quiet.
Quiet.
But
be quiet.
What, shot at me? Tabby and Edith both fell silent, unused to. Oh, yeah, it is unused. Unused to his harsher tone from the homeroom teacher, from their homeroom teacher.
Was that so hard?
No, it didn't need to be. All those years of being a doormat for kids much too young to know better than him, waves of resentment washed all over him. I'm adding words. Built up from countless instances of holding his tongue and being an adult. That's right, he was in charge, not them. He needed to reclaim his space and authority.
Both of you, get out.
But
Teach? You look a bit weird. You know, pukey.
Using Mr. Teacher as a distraction, I see.
That was low, even for Ethan.
Please get out.
Damn, what's going on with this guy? Mr. Teacher's voice was strained and whispery. Ethan probably hurt his feelings.
Alright. See you later, Teach.
What a jerk.
Mr. Teacher clutched his head. Well, imagine he punched the shit out of me right now. Mr. Teacher clutched his head, gritting his teeth.
Should I get a nurse?
He didn't trust himself to speak. Instead, he shut his eyes tightly, hoping Tabby would be magically gone when he opened them again. I mean, he didn't answer my question. I can actually just do it like this. He didn't answer my question, so. He could barely hear Tabby shuffling from foot to foot in front of his desk. He also sounded like he was opening his mouth and closing it again every second, which irritated him even more. Oh, she was. Oh, me. Mr. Teacher's eyes snapped open. The sight of Tabby still standing around and glaring at him made his blood pressure spike. Why was this brat still here? Hadn't he told her to leave? She never listens, always thinking she was in the right, always thinking she knew best. A little brat like her. The tingling got worse, making it harder for Mr. Teacher to think clearly. Only one line of thought made it through the mental fog.
Mr. Teacher?
We're about to knock her out. Tabby shrunk back fearfully as Mr. Teacher smiled, too wide smile with too many teeth.
You brats just love testing my patience, don't you? Bad students get detention, but that would be a bigger punishment for me than you. After all, children who don't listen are no better than vermin. And as we know from history, vermin deserve a far worse punishment. Can you guess what that is?
Tabby backed away, bumping immediately into a desk. The blood seemed to drain from her face.
Oh, come on, Tabby. There's a fun little sticker in it for you.
And my boy going cyber psycho.
Tabby, you should have paid more attention in class instead of scowling all the time. The answer is extermination.
Oh, he's going cyber psycho. Tabby jumped out of the way as Mr. Teacher's brand new claws just barely missed her arm. Damn, the desk that Tabby had just been standing in front of crumbled beneath Mr. Teacher's weight. No, what landed and stared at Tabby from the wreckage with cool reptilian eyes was not Mr. Teacher. Instead, Dr. Connors. Bro. He or it lunged at her one more time. But once more. She dove under the nearest desk, but she didn't dare to stay there for long. Tabby crawled towards the next to the tables as fast as her poor athletic record allowed. The desk she had just been under flew across the room and shattered against the wall. With desperation and fear coursing through her, Tabby scrambled to her feet.
Please, 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 please.
Gunning for the classroom door, Tabby pounced at the doorknob.
Of course, it's locked.
And this motherfucker locked the door behind him.
Of course. Why would it work? Everything else seems to be going wrong. Why not this too?
From behind, she could hear a warbling snare before a dark shape sailed overhead. The pulverized debris of what had once been a desk rained down on her. Tabby shrieked and covered her head. She tried the doorknob again, despite knowing it was no use.
Someone! Help!
Tabby whipped around, pressing herself into the door like she might be able to phase through it. The monster approached her with a bloodthirsty aura and clever eyes. He had her cornered and knew it. The sight of his mishit happened. Uncanny, too sharp grin. Tabby's leg gave out like her body knew the fight would. The fight would be over soon. Excuse me. He couldn't blame them. Everyone always abandoned her in the end. Oh my god, sad ass music now. Why try anymore?
It's useless. I'm useless.
There was nothing more she could do. Not like Mr. Teacher was ever going to listen. Never had before, but why would this time be any different? Just wished for once in her miserable life, someone would have really stayed by her side.
Hiya, Tabby. I'm...
It's like time frozen. This motherfucker's about to get eaten by Dr. Connors. And he's like right in the middle of it.
What the crap?
Oh. I got no way. No fucking way. No way. Oh, he didn't get killed. Oh man. Mr. Monster paced after the new nuisance, his jaw snapping wildly. Whatever the tiny creature was, it zipped around the room in panic.
I'm strength, and I'm here to guide you on your. What the bleep is this? Tabitha Bones!
Tabby gapped the little guy in alarm. He had no energy left. The fight was as good as over. What did it want from her?
Don't just stand there! Help!
Tabby took one long look. Tabby took one long look at Mr. Monster's terrifying teeth and the tiny red being running around. Yeah, red being running around the desk. Hightailed it out of the corner of the room as far from them as possible.
It's a goddamn monster! I'm just a little girl! What are you anyway?
I'm a pixie! And I can't handle this on my own!
Mr. Monster swiped at Strength, who darted into the high corner of the ceiling temporarily out of his reach. Pixie huffed, eyeing Mr. Monster nervously. He threw an equal nervous glance at Tabby. Suddenly and unexpectedly, Strength brightened up and snapping his finger.
I've got it! I'll just give you some candy.
Strength whipped out a sparkling wand the size of his body and from who knows where.
Candy from strangers.
Eat it or we'll die! It's magic!
Mr. Monster. Oh, sorry, I just when Mr. Strength looked at the camera, it fucking made me picture a scene from Friday. Mr. Monster pounced at Strength, swiping his claws at the shiny object.
No toys in class.
The wand flew out of Strength's hand and spun towards Tabby. Tabby grabbed it and let out a few practice swings, pretending to bash whatever came her way.
Not like that!
Despite zipping through the air to avoid Mr. Monster's jaw, Strength's voice reached Tabby with surprisingly clear
The
instructions.
candy, Tabby! You have to eat the candy!
Gotta eat the candy. While Mr. Monster was fixated on Strength, Tabby weighed her options. I guess I'll eat it. I'm pretty sure I'm dead if I don't, right? Tabby gripped the wand with fear and fury. She hated being told what to do, but if it was the choice between suspicious candy and the jaws of a monster, she'd take the jawbreaker any day. But it had better not be strawberry flavored. Whoa, animation. Bro. I turned to that. Ew. Tabby tried to reorient herself in space, frantically looking at her whereabouts of the monster in the room. Mr. Monster stared back at Tabby, and a bewildered expression on his face. And they build Tabby. Let me read that one more time. Mr. Monster stared back at Tabby, a bewildered expression on his face. He didn't seem to be coming after her just yet, but Tabby quickly scanned the room for any signs of strength. He had been eaten already. She had been ready to rip into him, demanding an explanation for, well, everything. She glanced down at herself, trying to pinpoint the source of the soft, jingling noise she kept hearing.
What is this?
A giant pom-pom of a giant pom-pom obstructed part of her view, beyond which all she could see was a gaudy mix of red and black.
What the hell is this?
What?
Is this a joke? I knew it. This is a goddamn prank, isn't it?
Well, that's new. It's okay, everything will be okay. We can work with this.
Strength continued rambling, but was nowhere to be seen. Was his voice coming from inside Tabby's brain? Okay, hold on, chat. Time out. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Hold on. Sorry. All right, my bad. I'm back. Okay. Damn, I fucking ruined the momentum. Okay. Was his voice coming from inside Tabby's brain?
Great. I definitely imagined him.
Well, it seems like we're stuck together. Yup, I can't move at all, and that's totally okay. I'll just take you through everything. They didn't warn me about this, but it's fine.
God, this is it. I finally cracked. Even my imaginary friends are freaking out.
Abby started to shake, half crying, half laughing at the ridiculous situation. I mean, I kind of would too, to be honest. The bells of her horrific outfit jingled with her tremors. Mr. Monster tilted his head at the sound, eyes glittering. Ding, ting, ting, ting-a-ling.
Watch out!
Mr. Monster was before in her 1 ounce? What the hell? Mr. Monster was before her in 1 pounce. Oh, was before her in 1 pounce. Okay. His claws raked through the air, straight towards Tabby's head. By pure instincts, Tabby dodged the attack, doing a backflip across the room.
Huh? Did I just do that?
That's the power of strength.
But I don't have strength. I can barely do a push-up.
You do now, Tabs. With me at the helm, we're unstoppable. Now get us out of here.
Tabby did feel a little bit stronger than usual, but a backflip? Maybe the candy was magical.
can I
I'm
do?
throwing a fucking desk at this motherfucker. As Mr. Monster, I'm not fucking wrangling that guy. What you think? He got me fucked up. As Mr. Monster charged towards her again, Tabby leaped towards the nearby desk with no effort at all. She lifted it with one hand and chucked that motherfucking shit directly at his snout with more accuracy than she had ever thrown in her terrible athletic career. Oh shit, I knocked his ass out?
Not so scary anymore, are you? Go on, try again. I've got more desks with your
Oh, I thought I
name
knocked
on
his ass out. Mr. Monster pouted at the ground, stampeding towards Tabby with obvious rage. Tabby sprung away easily, sending Halloween decorations flying.
Making a mess? You deserve detention!
Ooh, tell him. He tossed chairs 2 at a time at Mr. Monster. He winced and slowed down as each one made impact with his head. Taking advantage of his hindered speed, Tabby snatched the string of skulls and caution tape off the walls. Now she was the one stampeding towards Mr. Monster. Tabby grinned, knowing he wouldn't be able to lay a single claw on her. She made several tight turns around the beast, wrapping the decorations around his legs with speed and agility. Mr. Monster thrashed around violently, but the makeshift line seemed to hold for now.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's something familiar about that monster. Those sparkles, maybe? Isn't that magic?
The decorations around Mr. Monster's legs began to tear.
Tabby, that's not gonna hold! Quick, use the wand!
On cue, Tabby swung the wand at Mr. Monster and beat him with it.
Not like that!
Damn.
Wave it around!
Tabby aggressively waved the wand and Mr. Monster managed to smack him in the face again. Mr. Monster slumped back, eyes rolling around in pain.
I said around! Like, around!
Tabby moved her arm in a wider circle, swinging the wand above her head like it was a lasso. A soft glow enveloped both of them. As if by magic, Tabby felt the ridiculous outfit she was wearing pop off suddenly. Pop off. Yeah, honestly, that shit was pretty disgusting. Suddenly, she was back in regular clothes. Hopefully that's not my default magic clothes.
Well, glad that worked.
Mr. Monster whimpers faded into groans of rapidly approaching middle-aged teacher. Man, did I beat the monster by fucking beating his ass? A soft light dissipated. Mr. Teacher blinked once, twice. He struggled instinctively against the decorations, biting his legs, and then looked around at the room horrified. On cue, someone pounded the door. Oh, now! Okay, now someone comes to help me. Now I'm gonna get in trouble, watch. Now all of a sudden it's my fault. Okay. Miraculously, the locked door swung open and students poured into the room. It was clear from the sound levels that the small crowd had formed outside. Gossipy chatter turned immediately into horrified gasps. They were audibly from the hall and maybe even the other classrooms.
I thought I felt an earthquake or something. We couldn't get in.
What even happened here? Where's Mr. Teacher? Tabby, what's going on?
Mr. Teacher's out here fucking trying to kill my ass, man.
Mr. Teacher? Are you alright?
Hell nah, I fucking bashed his skull in, bro. Other students quickly took in the okay. Now they're gonna think I fucking beat his ass. Okay. The other students quickly took in sight of Tabby looming over a bound and bruised teacher. Shredded construction paper and wood dust fluttered through the air. Tabby's pride at having defeated the monster quickly shifted into nervous apprehension.
That Tabby is something else. Did she seriously ruin our decorations?
Bro.
How is that what you're worried about? Mr. Teacher looks like he's on the verge of tears.
Is that really his name?
I'm okay. I'm alright. Okay. Oh, I think I might have broken a rib. Give me one moment.
Other students removed the decoration, binding Mr. Teacher's leg, wincing when the paper crafts tore in the process.
Did she beat him up? I didn't know Tabby could be so... I can't even think of a good word.
So horrible.
My bad, y'all. I'm fucking eating an apple. Hold on. This last accusation finally shook Tabby out of her stupor.
It's not my fault. It was Mr. Teacher. He wasn't himself. He started throwing stuff at the decorations.
That's impossible. Mr. Teacher wouldn't do that. He loves Halloween.
You weren't there. He turned into a monster.
I can't believe you do all this and lie about it. We thought you were cool.
Now, hold on, guys. Let's hear Mr. Teacher's side of things. Is Tabby telling the truth?
Alright, surely he's gonna tell the truth, right? Surely. He's not gonna say like, she hit my ass for no reason,
I'll be in the nurse's office.
Mr. Teacher, oh bro, Mr. Teacher got up with multiple groans and winces, gratefully accepting the support of nearby students.
Why won't he tell them?
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
in any shape to say much of anything right now, Tabby.
I can't believe this. I can't believe you guys think it was all my fault.
Whose fault is it then? No one else was in here.
Just calm down, Tabs. If you explain yourself well enough, I'm sure they'll listen. Take a deep breath. In, out, and elaborate.
I already did elaborate. There's nothing left to say. I was in the room with Mr. Teacher, and he turned into that horrible beast. He was crushing desks and everything.
Real nice story, Tabby. But what does that have to do with wrecking our decorations?
My poor paper pumpkins.
We're gonna get disqualified now.
No, we can fix this. We can make it a monster disaster. It's not over.
But I didn't wreck them, and I wouldn't have even been put in this situation if it wasn't for...
Enough.
This motherfucker. Fuck this guy.
This back and forth is getting us nowhere.
Fuck you, Kalem. Kalem stepped forward and stood between her and the crowd of students. Despite his outburst, he didn't seem angry or smiled kindly at them instead.
I'm sure nobody meant any harm. Things happen, right? Why don't we all just drop the unpleasantness?
For a split second, he directed his smile at
We
Tabby.
can work out the details later. I'll talk to Tabby and...
We'll go check on Mr. Teacher.
Fantastic idea. Just what I was going to say.
I'll go too.
Thank you, Stu. You're a real trooper. As for everyone else, shoo. I promise. We've got this handled.
Okay, Samantha. As Kalem I can't read. At Kalem's authoritative directions, the group that had formed dissipated. After a few seconds, Tabby was alone with the green-haired boy.
So, is this a friend of yours?
What? No! I don't hang out with other people.
Ah, how did I know?
Ignoring Strange's comment, Tabby focused her attention to Kalem, unsure what he wanted with her. Unsure, oh my god, what he wanted with her. Or if she could still trust him after he disappeared on her. The last stop faded away as Tabby noticed Kalem had a gremlin of his own on his shoulder. Oh, okay. Unlike Straith, Kalem's pixie companion had a quieter energy. He stared at Tabby with critical and sleepy eyes.
Looks like there was a lot of destruction.
Indeed. And yet our prize seems to have gotten away. For now.
Then why didn't you help me? Help me. Help you, bro.
Who are you again?
I am Calum. We spoke earlier this morrow.
Why does he talk like that? Did he always talk like that? No, not you. That. The little guy.
The name's Magician. And you are Tabitha.
I got strength, magician. What, there's something called agility too?
Hold on. Why does everyone know my name?
There's something called
my
luck.
full name.
Callum spoke again, pushing his glasses higher up on his bridge of his nose.
You have my apologies. It would seem as though my plans have slightly... what's the word? Misfired.
Duh, you think?
Misfired? Misfired? That's more than a misfire, you weirdo! You sicked that crazy monster on me?
The answer to that is ambiguous. Yes and no.
Can you cut the crap? Explain yourself! And use words under 4 syllables, damn it!
My intentions all along have been to get that horrible bully in detention. He's a menace. An annoying, terrible menace. Like a cicada in an otherwise perfectly brewed cup of coffee.
Sorry, I am chewing my apple. Hold on. Callum's trade came to a sudden halt as Magician wordlessly tugged on his collar. In response, the boy tilted his head to listen to Pixie's whispered something in his ear. As the Pixie whispered something in his ear.
What's that? The metaphor makes no sense.
Magician nodded.
Like a cicada in a screened door. All he does is make a racket without any care of who he's scaring.
He stopped for a moment, seeking Pixie's approval. When Magician nodded again, Callum took it as a permission to continue.
As you can see, I'm also a friend of Pixie's. My most powerful ally is Magician, the Pixie of Manipulate. Magical influence. I can stack any situation in my favor, with the extra power to trigger transformations, often of an unpleasant kind. The assignment was clear from the start: get Eden to fight the teacher, or wet himself trying. Get Eden sent to detention, ruin Eden's reputation, book a vacation to celebrate, I don't know.
With each word that left Callum's mouth, Strain's round little face twisted into an increasingly worried frown.
If that was your master plan, you failed, Four Eyes! You got me in hot water instead!
True.
Your stupid scheme was super convoluted. You think a big Dumbo like Eden could have survived those teeth long enough to get detention? Even if you wanted to terrify him, you didn't have to deadlock the door. I could have been killed!
The door? But that's never happened before. Our power doesn't work on inanimate objects.
I told you it was a terrible plan, Calum. You should have listened to me.
Callum frowned, clearing his throat.
I didn't mean for you to get involved, of course. But you were never in any real harm. I would have stepped in. You understand? Had your powers not kicked in.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Everything was still within my calculations. And for your sake, we had to keep the monster contained.
From now, I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker never sees a happy ending, bro.
It would have
Fuck
been
this
a
guy.
disaster if the beast rampaged through the school. You might have been blamed for some kind of horrible witchcraft.
So, you were just looking out for me?
Exactly. You think?
Yes.
Of course not. I had to play my cards right for our sake.
Get the fuck out.
Which unfortunately involves subjecting you to close proximity with that orange-haired wretch. But he was almost in our grasp. Look how close we got.
Indeed. Imagine what the two of you could achieve together, fully powered up.
I have to work with
Yes,
this guy now?
the heights we could reach. The punishment we could inflict.
Or we don't think about that. I'm a big fan of talking things out instead.
Your execution was patchy at best, but I can agree that it would have been pretty entertaining to see that guy suffer for once.
No.
Yes, I knew you would understand. Only we can bring that candy gobbling fool to his knees.
So, what did Eden do to you?
What didn't that bully do? He got up to every bit of mischief in the book. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd commit arson on my house, if given the chance. I swear, it was that bad.
What this guy do to you, bro? Yes. 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 Finally, someone else who would understand what she's been through.
Right? He's always getting up to something. It's so frustrating.
It's always like this. He starts the fight and then kicks you while you're down.
Tabby nodded, eyes glistening with vindication.
Things are different now, though. Even a wounded dog will bite. And anyone who would kick a poor, innocent, bone-loving puppy should expect the gnawing of teeth. The teeth of vengeance.
I got going kind of crazy a little bit. Like, brother, chill.
So what you're saying is, technically, we're not the ones in the wrong here. Eden is an annoying prick. So when I argued with Eden, it was probably his fault.
Huh?
Yes.
In that case, what I really need to do is to use my powers to purge evil.
Yes.
What?
Like you said, there's nothing more evil than tormenting an already tortured soul.
I mean, it's kind of fucked. Cause like, yeah, he kind of like, you know, made me mad and shit. But it's like, it's not entirely like, it's not his fault. Like, I mean, we're kind of in like middle school, you know. We're just kids, you know. Tabby grinned gleefully, coming to her conclusion.
So if Eden is evil, then I can blast him.
Yes.
I like Strain's face. Look at the Strains, bro.
No! Are you crazy, Tabby? You're not gonna blast some random kid.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not just some random kid, Strength. He's my rival. He's demented and cruel. Just look at him. Who knows what kind of fucked up and wicked plans are brewing under those cheap, box-dyed highlights. He's
Damn.
asking for a blasting.
Bleach blonde, butched body.
If you blast him, you'll go to magic jail.
He's asking for a highly legal and purely metaphorical blasting.
Well, as fun as it would be to vaporize every annoying person on Earth, there are other ways to get revenge on them.
Fun? Wait, revenge?
What's wrong with some healthy spite, Strength? You look like someone pissed in your cereal.
Tabby, we can't be talking about the same stuff here. Vanquishing evil is cool, but you're getting it all wrong. Evil isn't just whatever you don't like.
Oh, is there a way to hide this, but not the text box? It hides everything. Oh, it does.
Well,
damn.
It seems you're being outvoted at the moment. None of us like it.
Besides, vengeance is the strongest emotion there is.
But this
Real
is not right.
strength
We're going
happens when
against a
you wanna
kid. Yeah,
move
we hate the
heaven and earth for
motherfucker,
a
but
just
I hate
cause,
this motherfucker
right?
even more.
And our cause is most certainly just.
An 8th grade boy.
An 8th grade boy!
The next day. All right, we'll save it here, chat. We'll end it here, right here. The next day.